So this video is about designing your own splash screens. So what is splash screen in Neptune? It's the screen as an animation screen or a banner which appears whenever you're trying to load the launchpad, and in the meanwhile the waiting time is displayed by a certain image or an animation GIF. So for example, when I load this launchpad, you see this small animation as Neptune DX platform. You can look at again. So this animation on the Neptune DX platform, that's called splash screen, and by default, out of the box, you always have this Neptune DX platform with the Neptune logo, but you can always customize that and create your own splash screens. So how do you do that? Is by going into the cockpit. In here, under Run, inside the resources, there is something called Splash Screen Designer. So let's create a one. I would call this as Neptune Animate, and some description. And click on Create Splash Screen Design. So in here you have options like you can have a logo, the URL of the logo, from where you want to show any logo there, and the background color to cover the whole screen, and the spinner type. So there are different spinner types. You can look into different ones. For example, there is wave, there is bounce, there is chase, like a bigger spinner, and there is 3 wave, or there is a circle. So it's up to the choice, whichever you can choose, and also you can set the color of the spinner. Especially when you see the user experience concepts, it has to be like a contrasting color to the background. So you can add a logo in here, maybe a small picture, for example, like these ones. A bigger logo would be good. And then have a background color like maybe white, and spinner type I would go with wave. Wave will look something like this, and the spinner color I would like to make it contrasting of this color. So let's see how it looks. So the name is Neptune Animate, and where to add this, there are 2 options where you can add these splash screens. One is at the launchpad level. So we go to the launchpad, and this is our demo launchpad what we have, and inside the general tab you have an option of setting a splash screen design, which you can select in here, called logo animation, and that's it. So let's test this, reload the launchpad, and now you should be able to see a different one, a logo and a screen. So earlier it was Neptune DX platform, now it's nothing but just one logo, like a small logo and a wave coming in. This is one way where you can assign splash screen to the whole launchpad irrespective of the layout that you're using. But the other way is also you can assign inside the layout. So in the layout designer there's an option called splash screen, and this can be used inside any of your applications. So I would select maybe a different one, like a Vodafone, and then now let's see how this looks. So whatever that you give on the launchpad works for the launchpad across the platform. If you want to use this splash screen inside your app itself, wherein instead of app busy you want to set the splash screen, then you can use this syntax, Neptune splash show or Neptune splash hide functions to trigger the splash screen. To make it a little more interesting, what we can also do is we can have a GIF file, something of this type as your splash screen, a logo, an animated logo, which is more interesting for the end customers. So the GIF files can also be used. So let's go back to the splash screen designer, the same one, and instead of the logo, What I would do is, let's use this one. So let me upload that GIF file into the media library. Is this, and let's select that. Background color, I would change this in here. So this was the background color, and this would be my white, and the spinner type is still the same. So now let's try and reload how it looks. So you see there's an animation, little bit of animation coming, and there's a little bit of mismatch in the color. So let's go a little bit darker, which could be this one. Save, and let's reload. Of course, the splash screen is shown only until the data is loaded. So in terms of Neptune Launchpad, it's loading pretty fast. So the splash screen is bit short timed, so you cannot see the whole animation in that case. But still, you can have splash screens with animation logos using GIF files, or even JPEG or PNG files as the logo, as the splash screen logos in here.